All right, so Stephen Rossi taking over on the mound. We do have video. It's not probably as great as our usual
Nope.
video, so we do apologize for that, fans. But we do have video, and we are back live here. Stephen Rossi taking over on the mound. Rossi at 10.95 ERA, 1 win, 1 loss, 9 appearances, 12.1 innings pitched, 15 hits, 19 runs, 15 earned, 14 bases on balls, and 10 strikeouts.
Not
So,
bad.
not bad. Certainly respectable. As a working camera yet again, Rossi's first pitch, high and tight to Thursel White. White has the 1-0 count. Still a 2-2 baseball game here in the top of the 8th inning, George. Couldn't have predicted this one.
No.
Swung on and missed. Thursel White, 1 ball, 1 strike. Certainly a beautiful night at the ballpark.
Again, we said it was perfect. The parking lot was full coming in. Not hot like the other nights.
Certainly, as now Rossi goes back to work. Fouls one off, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Do want to remind everybody, Rossi did have a hold for the second half of the first victory of the season against these Geneva Red Wings. As White looks in, the wind and the pitch. Rossi, that one flared out. Thursel White's going to have a hit as Trey Harmon could not quite stretch out enough to get the ball there. Harmon a little bit ginger to get back up. Didn't like to see that. As now White gets his first hit of the night. He goes 1 for 4. That's going to bring up Daniel Sperling, who's 1 for 2. Bases on balls. Reached on an error, literally up every time he's gotten on base. Every time he's come up. No, the wording wasn't great on that, but every time he's come up, he has reached base. So we'll have to see what Stephen Rossi can do. Rossi's pitching stance a little peculiar, to say the least, as he really spreads out his body before he pitches. Normally you see pitchers come compact, but when you see his pitching stance here, you'll see it in just a moment. He steps on the rubber, puts the foot out in front of him till he has the sign, and then takes a step towards first base. The wind and the pitch. Bunt is held out. So hold on. 2 balls, no... All right. That was peculiar. 2 balls, no strike count, despite the batter holding the bat out there for the ball. The next pitch, taken for ball 3, 3-0, as the bunt was apparently pulled back yet again. 3-0 count. Rossi trying to find an out here. He is really back against it in the top of the 8th inning. The throw finally in there for a strike. So a 3-1 count, nobody out. Runner stands at first after Trey Harmon tried to stretch himself out, but just could not reach the, fluttering ball that went right by him. Rossi winds, delivers. The bunt held out there again for a strike. 3-2 count. A little surprised to see Sperling bunting here, George.
Yeah. Again, surprising. I mean, get that winning run in scoring position with only 1 out wouldn't be bad.
Certainly not. With the way Rossi has pitched this season, though, you wonder if you don't just try to attack. You still got to get through 6 outs if you do put up a run, as you need to get through the Pioneers' batting order twice. Not going to be an easy task to do, as the Pioneers have certainly been hitting the ball well. 7 hits here tonight already. The wind and pitch from Rossi. Cut on and miss. Throw down to second will be not in time. Moskowitz threw that one a little bit behind, as the ball was continued to be held by Brody Moore on the runner at second. So he earns a strikeout against Sperling. First time Sperling has come to the plate tonight and not reached base, George. That's going to be Dylan Schwarmer's at bat. 0 for 1, 2 bases on balls. Here in the top of the 8th inning, Stephen Rossi got to be feeling the pressure to put up a hold here. Rossi checks the runner back at second. The wind and the pitch, cut on, flared out there towards right center. That is going to get down, and that should drive in Thursel White as that rolls and hits the wall. Runner stands at second base. That one gets by, and that will make it a 3-2 ball game as Stephen Rossi heads back for the mound. Thursel White coming around very, very quickly to score on that one as Swarmer goes to 1 for 2. earns himself the ribby. And Ronan Chisholm comes up with an 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, and a base on balls. So, George, in the role of cameraman tonight.
Yeah.
As we do apologize for this once again, folks. Not sure exactly what happened, but try to get that fixed before the Newark game tomorrow. The wind and pitch. Taken for a ball.
Not a lot of games left on the schedule, though.
They're running out.
Running out. You got only
six league games. We've got a charity game on Thursday night here. As now,
a visit.
Rossi getting a visit from head coach Matt Birch. Should we take a look down towards the bullpen?
We can actually take a real look down towards the bullpen, maybe. No one down there.
And just see beautiful historic Dunfield.
And we'll get a
look down the other side.
No one down there. Yep. Number 7 back warming up for Geneva.
So Jacob Land. We'll have to see if he comes into the game. Matt Birch having a long discussion with not only his pitcher, but his infielders as well. Not really sure how you blame Trey Harmon for he stretched his body way out at first to try to make that play. Just a little bit too far for him. So again, Birch lecturing to his players. They do trail 3-2 right now. After the top of the 8th. You gotta hope there's a solution that will come out of this. The umpire comes and breaks up the meeting. Matt Birch pointing at the umpire at the moment. Certainly interesting look there, George.
Yeah. Although Matt has at least stayed down there tonight.
Well, we haven't seen a toss very often this season. We did see one in our last doubleheader as Matt Birch joined us up here in the booth. That was certainly a fun time.
Yeah.
Don't often get to interact with the manager during the game.
Now we got that opportunity with Clark a couple times last season and then the Enforcer season.
Certainly did. As we remind you again, Enforcer season tickets are on sale now. Call 734-PUCK for more details. As now again, stepping back in, Ronan Chisholm. Chisholm not had a great night tonight. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a base on balls. Cut on and missed, and that may answer the question of why the strikeouts have occurred. Chisholm desperate to try to get something started offensively for himself. No balls, 1 strike. Or excuse me, 2 balls, 1. I think that's not accurate.
No
balls, 1 strike. As the wind and the pitch bounces up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Hey, Tioga down, showdown.
Boardstall says there was a meeting in the middle of the at bat. Was it not?
Apparently it was.
Yep.
So 3 balls, 1 strike.
Not a Tioga down showdown.
My apologies, as this one is fouled off. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
My camera work is confusing because it is backwards on YouTube.
So we do
So
apologize,
when you go to the
man.
right, it looks like I'm going to the left.
Thank you for staying with us. Do appreciate it. Coming back set. The 3-2 count. The wind and the pitch. Cut on. Right back out there towards right field. That's going to get down. And that will put runners at first and third. Bounces away from Trey Harmon. As again, a 3-2 lead for the Geneva Red Wings. And they are threatening yet again. As looking down the bullpen, someone is moving down there. I believe that's going to be the big man, Chase Austin.
He is a big man.
For sure.
Also known as Big Baby on the team.
That would be the nickname. We'll have to see if he's going to make his way into this ballgame. The way Rossi dealing right now, not sure he's going to last much longer. Only 1 out so far. The wind and the pitch taken for a strike. So perhaps this will calm Rossi down, seeing the action down there in the bullpen, George. As now, once again, Rossi comes set. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. So you know what you see as Rossi's movement does not change from no runners on base to runners on base. Still very much into his own windup and set. We'll have to see what he does here. The next pitch high, way high. Moskowitz jumping to retrieve that one. So runners continue to stand on first and third base. As now again, Rossi looks in. The wind and the pitch. Cut on, ground ball, scooped up by Rossi. Will not even try to turn two as he gets the guaranteed out at first. That puts runners at second and third. As that will bring up the second batter in the order, Noah Fisher.
One thing with that is you have the opportunity for a double play, but if you can't get that turn off the first one, you're giving up that run over coming home from third. So a little bit of a conservative, trying to stay within one game.
And the Pioneers can definitely come back from within one. We do know that. We've seen it happen numerous times. As now Rossi comes back set. He winds and delivers. Cut on, popped up. This will get down in foul territory. So, 0-1 count. As having to retreat back to third base, Dylan Schwarmer. Standing on second base, Ronan Chisholm. So, again, we play the numbers, and everything continues to get more and more interesting here. Stepping back up, the wind and the pitch. Fouled off, 0-2. One strike away from getting out of the top of the eighth inning and limiting the damage.
And letting me put this camera down.
Certainly, I think that's going to be my job for the next half inning. As
Let's see if I can balance it on something.
Coming back set, the wind and the pitch. Cut on and missed as he gets Fisher swinging for the second time tonight. Pioneers will head to the break, trailing 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the eighth. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com. All right, my apologies, folks, as once again, more technical difficulties have happened up here in the booth. All right, so we got the ads all back. Apologize to some of you listening to Coach's Corner yet again. As now Bryce Moskowitz steps up, and we think we have the camera balanced at a position that...
It's pretty close. We don't have third base, but that's as close as I could get it. There's no one over there right now, so we're good.
Actually, we have first base over there.
Oh, first base. It's backwards.
We're backwards, yes. All right, so the wind and the pitch from Jacob Land as he enters the ball game. First pitch is hit by Bryce Moskowitz. Earns himself a single to start things off here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Good way to get started, down by 1.
So now, for the Pioneers, is going to come the real test. The bottom of the order that has not been successful so far. Moskowitz is the final man in the top half. DeRigi, Richardson, Henneman to follow after Moskowitz gets on base, if they can get that far.
0 for 11 with a walk are the bottom 4 guys. DeRigi, Richardson, Henneman, and Sexton.
4 strikeouts in the bottom 4.
Yep.
3 from Sexton, 1 from Richardson.
That walk coming from Richardson.
DeRigi squaring to bunt. Everybody shrinking.
There's
no one to throw
there.
to as Land is frustrated.
And
He's
they
going to
call
move
balk.
on. They call balk.
It's the 3rd balk tonight.
So that'll reset the at-bat for Brennan DeRigi.
Resets the whole game here. No outs, runner in scoring position already.
Now, hold on. I'm being informed by the booth next to us that this is Kobe Punchard wearing Jacob Land's number.
Oh, boy.
So this is somewhat confusing.
We've had a lot of confusing pitching changes tonight, John.
We certainly have, as now the first baseman having to protect against the bunt. Not sure we'll see that from DeRigi here.
And if you're going to bunt, you bunt towards third to pull the guy off third and move a guy back over to third. But he's already in scoring position. You would think a base hit would bring him around.
0 for 1 as DeRigi takes the first strike.
The center fielder playing a little over to the right.
As now DeRigi showing bunt. Pulls it back. Tries to chop it one. That one's fouled away, 0-2. So he did do his job there, drawing in the first baseman. But DeRigi now needs to find a way to get on base. So an interesting situation here as, again, Kobe Punchard wearing number 7. Normally Jacob Land's number. As Punchard comes set, he checks back on the runner at second base. The wind and the pitch. Cut on, ground ball right in front of home plate. That's going to draw the throw to first, but unfortunately not going to allow the move up of Moskowitz. So almost as if the bunt did occur, Moskowitz stands at second base. Kyle Richardson, who's 0 for 2, comes up with a base on ball. Has struck out once tonight. And now needs to find a way to put a ball in play and bring that runner around and tie up this ball game here in the bottom of the 8th. So to our great fans on YouTube Live, we thank you so much for sticking with us and tuning in. Unfortunately, we've just had the technical difficulties here tonight. Hope to get that straightened out before we head to Newark tomorrow.
Yeah, we got it.
We do have a picture, so that's something. As now the wind from Punchard, the pitch. Cut on and missed as Moskowitz was looking to put that one into the river. Certainly put all of his weight behind that. So the Chemung looking very dark out there.
Nature has come back into his lights out there as well.
Certainly has.
Do not like that nature. a lot of nature out there.
The next pitch. Ooh. Inside pelts Kyle Richardson. Kyle Richardson not going to love getting hit there. However, he will enjoy sitting down on first base. It's the second time tonight he's done so. So Punchard returns to the mound. Trevor Henneman be looking for a chance to drive in a run here with the tying and go-ahead runs aboard here in the bottom of the 8th. If the Pioneers can pull out some magic here and drive in both runs, they would go to the bottom of the 9th looking for 3 outs. So coming back set.
He's not hitting well runners in scoring position, I can tell you that. A little hard to see.
In the darkness of the booth?
In the darkness and the very tight numbers.
As now again, the wind and the pitch. Cut on and fouled away. 0-1. As now George pulls it out into the sunlight. Might help if you were not looking at pitching as well.
That would help.
Moving up to hitting.
Yes.
There you go.
That would help.
As an 0-1 count, 1 out. Henneman stares out. Punchard checks on the runner at second.
300 batter with runners in scoring position.
The wind and the pitch. Bunt is laid down perfectly there by Henneman. Throw over to first is in time. So 2 outs, but runners now at second and third. A little surprising to see the sack bunt there. And now Andrew Sexton will come to bat. Sexton, who is 0 for 3 on the day, has struck out every time at the plate. You have to figure he's due.
071 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. 226 with runners in scoring position with a home run.
Sexton can hit the ball. He certainly hits for power when he hits it. However, here in the bottom of the 8th, certainly an interesting time to lay down a bunt for Sexton to come up with runners at second and third. The coach sees something that he likes in Andrew Sexton's bat.
Someone's seeing it.
Punchard comes set. He winds, he delivers. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So Andrew Sexton, eye on the prize here. The runner at third represents the tying run. The runner at second represents the go-ahead run. And the Pioneers looking to get to the top of the 9th. Chase Austin stands in the bullpen. The pitch taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. As now again, Punchard trying to work his way through the bottom of the 8th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Andrew Sexton looking for a bloop single. Cut on right towards the shortstop. It is played. They're calling that an out as it was caught on the fly, according to the second base umpire. That will do it. Sexton goes 0 for 4, avoids the strikeout this time, however, but the Elmira Pioneers head for the top of the 9th, trailing 3-2. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com. All right, well, another new pitcher, Chase Austin, enters the game. Austin's numbers speak for themselves as I try to refresh myself here. 5.63 ERA, 0-2 record, 8 games appeared in 1 start, 16 innings pitched, 20 hits, 14 runs, 10 earned, 11 bases on balls, and 12 strikeouts, George.
He's got some fans out there cheering him all the way from Lock Haven.
Certainly does. Chase Austin, always a fan favorite here, his 3rd year as a Pioneer. That's got to be pretty close to a record. Don't see a lot of 3rd-year returners.
Usually don't see 2nd-year guys. We have a couple 2nd-year guys.
We do. As now, this is really going to be important. Chase Austin needs a 1-2-3 inning, as he's certainly an intimidating presence out there on the mound.
He is. You got to keep it within 1. That's all you need.
As now again,
Ooh.
All the teams we want to lose tonight lost. Let's go, according to Jeff Mejia. So,
You have a phone down there?
perhaps. As now again, a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we like to hear that. As now the Pioneers need to come back in the bottom of the 9th. To do that, though, Chase Austin going to have a big job ahead of him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 count. Needs 3 outs here to keep a 1-run ball game right where it is. Austin looks in. The wind and the pitch. Taken high and inside. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As again, Austin looks in. As we wait. The next pitch. Cut on and fouled off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 more time.
You want to check the out-of-town scoreboard, John?
Let's take a quick look. As we were just told, everybody we needed to lose lost. Newark lost 10-7. Utica beat Adirondack 6-5. Watertown has also lost to the Oneon Outlaws 6-3. That went in there for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Amsterdam losing 8-5 at the moment. That's the bottom of the 9th.
The only non-divisional game here is Adirondack, Newark, and Watertown all falling tonight. That one fouled off of Moskowitz's helmet. 3 ball, 2 strike count. 1 more time. Everybody the Pioneers need to lose has lost here tonight. If the Pioneers can get the win here, they would jump into a tie for 3rd place. We'll see what they can do here. As once again, coming back set, the booth next door seems shocked by the information. We want to thank Mr. Mejia for the information as we went and checked the out-of-town scoreboard. 3 ball, 2 strike count, nobody out. As Chase Austin trying to deal here. Could be interesting if the Pioneers can come back and win this game. As again, the pitch fouled off, and once again, we need to remind you to make the right decision.
Insist on Gerber Collision.
And Autoglass. As one more time, this has been a rough outing. As Chase Austin has had to throw a lot of pitches to Brandon Cooper here. Next pitch, cut on and missed. Austin gets his man. Cooper throws the bat, so not very sportsmanlike there.
Well,
that's going to bring up Nick Lebraska.
The bat went further than the ball, John.
The bat definitely went further than the ball. As now, coming back up, going to be Nick Lebraska. We saw Lebraska's power earlier as the camera has shifted a little bit. Sorry about that, folks. We'll try to straighten that back out
I
just
had
a
it
little bit.
Perfectly lined up for you.
You did, and then it got somehow messed up.
I didn't touch it.
Well, it's a cord. It'll just shift, apparently. So we're back here.
Nature did it.
Nature did it.
A heap of nature that's out there tonight. There's a lot of nature up by those lights as the ball gets away.
1 ball, no strikes. So the Pioneers with the potential to move into a tie for 3rd place here tonight if they can come back and claim victory. As again, Austin looks in. The wind and the pitch. High, 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 count. As Lebraska steps back in. Lebraska waits. The pitch from Austin right down the gut. 2 balls, 1 strike. As George enjoys some of the great nachos from the ballpark here.
Went for the nachos, not the hot dogs tonight.
We did. A little different look up here in the booth. As the wind and pitch from Chase Austin. Cut on and fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chase Austin looking to keep the 1-run deficit right where it is. Pioneers would need 2 in the bottom of the 9th to leapfrog and move into a tie for 3rd place.
He's bearing down right now. This is what they needed from him.
As now again.
Himself in position for a win.
The wind and pitch. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 more time. As Lebraska and Gao do up. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th. Going to be an interesting situation there. as Sexton was the final out. So that'll bring up 1, 2, and 3. Mejia, Moore, and Peng. That one cut on. Leaping and the grab. What a snag by Brody Moore. What a beauty that one was, George.
That was a beautiful play out there, ranging out into shallow center field and making a leaping grab. Going full extension there.
That'll bring up Alexander Gao. So, Gao, 2 outs. The Pioneers trailing by just 1. Looking to try to put themselves back in the playoff picture. Now, Chase Austin looking in the line. The pitch cut on and missed by Gao. Wastes no time swinging at pitch number 1. Austin likes to alternate between the fastball, the knuckleball. Tries a bit more with the off-speed stuff. Coach Drum talking about trying to work with him on a 3rd or 4th pitch. The next one in there. Popped up, back behind second. That's going to get down, so Gao will have a hit. He goes 2 for 5, as that's going to bring up Thursel White.
A tough night for White. 2 strikeouts, 0 for 3. That's what I got, unless I missed the last inning. I missed the last inning when I was doing the camera work.
Yes, because he was the go-ahead run.
Well, he had 2 strikeouts tonight. I got that right.
That you did have right. But he does have a 1 for 4 day. As we were messing around with the camera, unfortunately, White came around to score. He is the reason we are in a deficit at the moment. As now we'll have to see what Chase Austin can do. With a runner on base, having to work out of the stretch. The line, the pitch, taken for a strike, 0-1. So the big hurler standing on the mound, 6'6", trying to get himself through the top of the 9th. He looks in, comes set, winds and delivers. Bounce back to Chase Austin, scooped up, throws to first in time, and that will do it. The Pioneers will head for the bottom of the 9th, needing 2 runs. We'll see if they can do it. Top of the order coming up. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixler.com. All right. Bottom of the 9th, coming up, the Elmira Pioneers trying to claw their way back into playoff position. Could do so with just 2 runs. If Jeff Mejia can get on, that would set things up pretty well here, George.
It would.
Mejia tonight, 1 for 2 with the base on balls and hit by pitch, so I'm sure he wouldn't be opposed to taking it again. As now on the mound, Nolan Meredith from UC Davis.
Couple UC Davis guys.
It does, as Meredith, 4.97 ERA, 8 appearances, 3 saves, 12.2 innings, 14 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, 9 bases on balls, and 2 strikeouts. That's going to be interesting. 2 home runs, 14 strikeouts. Jeez. Skip that number.
The definition of a ground ball hitter.
Well, let's see what Jeff
Ground ball
Mejia
pitch.
can do. I'm sure Mejia, who's been hit by a pitch tonight, would not mind taking another one if he could get on base. First pitch, high, 1-0. Pioneers certainly don't want to see 3 outs tick away. They would love to tick up a couple of runs.
Yeah, scored 2 runs tonight.
In there for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Scoring in the 3rd and the 5th, the only runs for the Pioneers tonight.
The wind and the pitch. Taken outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mejia trying to get it going here. So, the next pitch here from Meredith. Cut on and missed. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Mejia trying to put himself on base.
I'm trying to figure out the mechanics, but remind me of someone. The way he kind of tucks. Let's see.
It is interesting. You know what it almost reminds me of, and this is going to probably be a little too old for your memory, George, but is a Jason Isringhausen style pitch. It almost is wild and
the way he just kind of tucks the ball and twists his upper half.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Lincecum, but it's
swung on and missed as Mejia goes down for out number 1. So that's going to hurt as the Pioneers now down to 2 outs remaining. Brody Moore will come up 1 for 3.
I think Lincecum is who I'm thinking of. It's not as wild and as long as Lincecum, who is a monster out there, but the way he just kind of tucks the ball and twists his upper body.
I think the only thing that runs me away from that is that leg kick.
Yeah.
The leg kick isn't. I'm not sure. But I would go back to Jason Isringhausen. I think that's a pretty good comparison, too. I wouldn't mind having that comparison. As now Brody Moore looks in. Brody trying to be the tying run. If he can get on base, he would represent that. Waits, takes ball 1, 1-0.
Another one of those guys who's falling very hard over towards that first base side.
Certainly. A lot of players here at the Dunn seem to do that. First pitch swinging there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown as the Pioneers trying to get something started here in the bottom of the 9th. The line, the pitch, cut on and fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count, George, as the Pioneers very quickly running out of outs. 3-2 ball game. The Pioneers need a win here. The wind and the pitch. Fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes, one more time.
I mean, at least the guys at the top of the lineup have gotten on base tonight. We talked about that. Pang in the on-deck circle got on base twice.
It's now Brody Moore. Waits, the wind, the pitch. Cut on, fouled down the line.
I mentioned Moore got on twice as well tonight. He's got that RBI in the 3rd and had a stolen base in the 7th.
Comes set. The wind and the pitch. Taken high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As again, Brody Moore looking. He waits. The wind and the pitch. Cut on. That one will get down. Brody Moore, the tying run is on base. As 2 for 4 today goes Brody Moore. Nathan Pang 2 for 3. Needs to get it going here.
A little tomahawk swing. He had to poke that one out into right field.
Hey, poked still is into right field. That's all that matters. As we'll see what Pang can do here. We've seen Pang hit blast before, never a walk-off, but certainly wouldn't be opposed to seeing that here.
We said he's got 2 hits tonight, 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 5th, was caught stealing in the 5th, advanced on a pass ball in the 1st. Has not come around to score, struck out his last time up.
Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Pang wants it inside belt high. That is the pitch he would love to see. Don't forget, the next batter up would be Trey Harmon. If Pang can reach, or if Pang gets out without hitting a double play. That one popped right back up and right behind the booth. As that one goes right back behind us here.
311 hitter with 2 home runs with runners on base is Nathan Pang.
0-2 the count. 1 out. Pang looks in. The windup and the pitch from Meredith. Cut on and fouled back. No balls. 2 strikes. 1 out. Coming back set. Meredith trying to get his way through this. This has got to be painstaking. As now Peng looks in. Meredith stands out there on the mound. Has a runner at first. Surprisingly, Brody Moore has not moved from that first base area. The wind and pitch from Meredith way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nathan Peng certainly battling here. Trey Harmon stands on deck. Could not think of a better batter to be in the on-deck circle.
No, he drove in that second run. He had a long double out there to center field earlier.
As now Meredith comes set, he winds and delivers. Cut on by Peng. Foul. Just going to get foul. If that got down, Brody Moore would have been running for days. So, Peng, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out as Nathan Peng trying to get himself on base too. Peng represents the game-winning run standing at the plate. Peng looks out as Meredith looks, winds, delivers, taken low, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2-2 count. You cannot deny the the unbelievable atmosphere here at Historic Dunn Field with the playoffs on the line. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pioneers trying to put themselves in a position. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. So Nathan Peng, next pitch will be decisive. 3-2 count, George.
Got plenty of room out there in the outfield just to drop one in. Everyone's playing in out of the outfield. A little surprising.
The line, the pitch. Taken for ball 4. Nathan Peng goes down to first base, and that's going to bring up the big man. Trey Harmon heads to the plate. Trey Harmon, the home run derby champion. The guy you want up in a high-pressure situation. He's hit some big ones here at Historic Dunn Field. We've seen 3 balls go over that left field fence to win the game against Team Canada. We're going to have a mound visit right now. And, George, what do you say? You know the pitcher knows Harmon won the home run derby. You know the pitcher saw Harmon hit the Arnett Health sign earlier today to score a run. If he does that again, 2 runs are going to score and this game's over. Meredith has had a good season, but this may be a biggest spot of pressure he's faced.
Again, middle of the lineup guy. This is one of the most dangerous guys, but you can face not just on this team in this lineup, but in the entire league is Trey Harmon, a .298 hitter with runners on base, including one of his long dingers, and with runners in scoring position, hitting .286 with 10 RBIs. Would love to get 11 or 12 right now.
If he could get 12, the game would be over. The Pioneers would move into a tie for 3rd place in the PGCBL West. Harmon looks out as once again Meredith looking in. He winds, he delivers, taken for a strike. Harmon takes strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners stand at first and second.
You got Moskowitz on deck. He's got 2 hits as well today.
So again, Harmon looks out, wants to put a ball in play. The wind and the pitch, cut on and missed. Harmon 0-2. So now you got to play defensively. Harmon needs 1 base hit here.
Infield backing up all the way around.
Trey looks out. Meredith coming back set. Meredith checking on the runner. He winds, he delivers. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Meredith not even close with that one.
Just trying to overpower himself. And
perhaps trying to get Trey to chase. Yep. Trey very disciplined in the batter's box. Don't see him strike out a ton. As the next pitch comes in. Cut on, popped up. This is not going to get far enough for sure. Will be playable. That will be the second out of the bottom of the 9th. So Trey Harmon goes down. As you said, that's going to bring up Bryce Moskowitz. Moskowitz 2 for 4. Harmon giving Moskowitz advice here. As now Moskowitz with 2 outs.
The 214 hitter with runners in scoring position and 2 outs, but a 360 hitter with runners in scoring position. So I'm going to go for 360.
For sure. We'll have to see what
We'll
Moskowitz can do here.
We'll go with what numbers work.
We like the numbers that work.
Make
That's
the
for
numbers
sure.
work.
As the scoreboard continues to flicker out there. Not sure what that was all about, but
it looks good to me.
It's now lit fully back up. The next pitch taken for a strike. Moskowitz 0-1 here. No balls. 1 strike. The tying run stands on second. The winning run stands on first. A single would score them both. The wind and the pitch. Take it. No, they're going to say he cut through. 0-2 as Moskowitz tried his best to hold back. 1 final strike as Moskowitz looking to find his way on base. Meredith comes set. He winds. The delivery cut on by and over the head. That's going to get down. That will drive in the game-tying run. Heading for third and sliding in. The game is tied 3-3. Bryce Moskowitz goes 3 for 5, earns himself an RBI, and that will bring up Brennan Dorigi.
Ooh, you got worried there again. 2 outs, 2 strikes. You start to think about that Nathan Pang caught stealing and how that would have, that would have been the tying run earlier right before that double. And now an excellent opportunity here for Dorigi.
Dorigi, who has gone 0 for tonight, but who very often is able to get that clutch hit when needed, could earn the Pioneers a victory here if he can put a ball in play.
Numbers aren't fantastic for him in this situation, hitting 200 runners in scoring position.
The pitch in there for a strike on the outside corner.
It is 188 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position.
We'll have to
but
see.
But again, we play the numbers that sound right.
As now again, Dorigi looks out. A single here. The run is 90 feet from home for the Pioneers to claim victory. The wind, the pitch, cut on and fouled away. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Meredith versus Dorigi. Dorigi just needs a bloop single to claim victory here for the Pioneers.
Pioneers do have a man warming up in their bullpen.
So chances are we will not see Chase Austin in the top of the 10th should we get there.
Number 7.
So Connor Takis getting warm. As now Dorigi stands at home plate. 0-2. Comes set, the wind, the pitch. Off of the pitcher, bounces up. The second baseman picks up, throws over to first, and that will be in time. We will head to extra innings as Dorigi goes 0 for 5. You're listening to the Elmira Pioneers on Mixlr.com. All right. Well, Connor Takis enters the game, and George at free baseball.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, we'll see what Connor can do here. If Connor can work a perfect top, perhaps the Pioneers can get it going in the bottom and get out of this with a win.
Yeah. Takis 2-2 with a 8.18 ERA on the season.
Connor out of the University of Albany, the Great Danes.
Yeah.
As now.
That's some good brisk, John.
That is some great brisk, actually. I'll tell you what.
You love your brisk.
Nothing like my pink tea. Although my green tea tends to be a little better, but...
Well, that's your enforcer's colors.
It is.
And we got our Pios colors tonight, but red.
There it is.
As pink in the bark.
Takis runs out his last warm-up pitch. Connor, who has really played well, we'll have to see if he's able to pitch through.
He's got the bottom of the order to work with.
He does. That is helpful, but I'll tell you what, the Geneva Red Wings have certainly been able to respond when the Pioneers have gone to work so far here tonight. Sperling started off as Takis winds, delivers, outside 1-0. Pioneers would like nothing better than a quick 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, they would.
Get themselves to the bottom of the 10th, and hopefully another opportunity to drive in a run. Wind in the pitch. Taken for a strike, 0-1, or 1-1, excuse me.
A righty warming up for the Red Wings.
So probably not going to see Meredith again for the bottom of the 10th.
Nope.
Pioneers have gone to extra innings only one other time this season, cut on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The last time they went to extra innings, it was in Mohawk Valley against the Diamond Dogs, and that one went to 14.
Oh, boy. That's past my bedtime.
Great pitching by Neftali Severino-Cornier. The wind and the pitch.
Mm.
Just missed the outside corner. Takis wanted that one. So Connor looking in. Pioneers having to use a lot of bullpen arms here today. This is the 4th pitcher entering the game.
Now they got a good start from Teshko.
Teshko did have a great start. We'll get credit for a quality start as well. The wind and the pitch. Taken for a ball. So the count continues to climb as Connor Takis now a 3-2 count. Takis comes set as he looks in. Takis waits on the hill, the wind and the pitch. Taken for ball 4. That one way too far inside as Takis walks the first batter he faces. So we continue to roll down through the roster for the Geneva Red Wings. As that will bring up Dylan Schwarmer.
Yeah.
So
Schwarmer has walked twice tonight.
A stat Daniel Sperling just tied him on. So now, see what Schwarmer can do here. Takis would love to get a ground ball. The look in, the line, the pitch. Ground ball is granted as the throw over to first will pull off the bag, but he steps back on. Trey Harmon with some fancy footwork over there manages to get the first out.
We have seen some very bad throws over to first from the pitcher and the catcher in this game. That one, he looked over towards second. He might have had a play, but
no chance on that one. So he makes sure that's it. You don't take the chance. You get the for sure out. As now, with 1 out away, Rona Chisholm steps up to the plate.
In that situation, you need to know what you're going to do before it even happens. And again, he thought about it, but
it was worth the check to second, but now he steps off.
As he checks to second.
He checked and checks again. So the Pioneers do have 10 hits here tonight. They've continued to work the offense. Big swing and a miss there from Ronan Chisholm. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Chisholm also a couple of strikeouts tonight.
He does. The bottom of the order has not been terribly effective for the Red Wings.
They have not.
But that being said, neither has it for the Pioneers. Takis looking in. He winds and fires. In there for strike number 2.
Ooh.
Chisholm
kind of backed up on that one.
He thought that was a bit inside, but the umpire says otherwise. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As after 10 innings, the board will have to clear. Be an interesting scenario here if the Pioneers can't end it in the bottom, as that will be 0-2 one more time. So, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out for Ronan Chisholm. Tied ball game, 3-3 here after 9 complete. We're here in the top of the 10th.
And treble on deck.
Coming back set. Takis checking on the runner at second. Turns around, throws, and not in time. Creeping over was Derigi. He wanted that ball.
That's a tough one because as the lefty, he has to completely spin around to get that throw over to second, so not really a great move.
Get a lot of advertised time if you're the runner standing on second base. The wind and the pitch. Cut on, ground ball again, right towards the third baseman, right by him. And that will put runners on first and second. Nathan Peng could not get his glove down. And now with runners standing on first and second, that will bring up the top of the order, Harrison Treble, who's 0 for 5 with a strikeout.
Tough night for Peng on the bases and in the field. He had been caught stealing that would have potentially ended his game earlier. And now a bad error over there at third.
All right, well, Chisholm has reached on a base on ball, a fielder's choice, and a reached on error now. So, interesting night for Ronan Chisholm. As Connor Takis desperately trying to find a way to get out of this inning. It's, 1 ball, no strikes here to his top of the order, Harrison Treble. 2 runners on. That one fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown. As again, Takis gonna have to really work his way through very carefully here. He got the ground ball to third, which couldn't have been drawn up any better if you're the Pioneers. It just got under the glove of Nathan Peng. So another one gets away. Throw down to third will be in time as down goes the base runner. Bad base running. Even the batter told him to hold up. So caught stealing is Sperling.
Yeah, and
had to back up enough.
You called it. John Treble told him to hold, but he was already halfway down by the time he told him. It was a very close play, but clear.
So now Takis still with just a runner on first. The wind and the pitch. Ground ball right back to Takis. He will run it over slowly, making sure we don't give Trey Harmon any more heart attacks. That does it for the top of the 10th. Pioneers will come up in the bottom half with a 3-3 tie ball game. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com. All right. Kyle Richardson comes up as the Pioneers trying to end this in the bottom of the 10th, move themselves into a playoff position. 7, 8, and 9 due up. Cut on and fouled back, 0-1. George, the Pioneers betting on the bottom half of the lineup. It's been a rough one for him. Richardson 0 for 2, base on ball, struck out, hit by a pitch. Seems the only way he's reached base today was some balls that couldn't find the plate.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see. That one's in for a strike. Maybe some guys coming off the bench, but I don't know who they can pull off that would be better than the guys that they got in already.
I don't know that there's anyone. We'll have to see. Sexton certainly do 0 for 4 on the day, as he will be the last batter.
They're all due, but...
Well, for certain. Sexton has shown signs of power. Would be nice to get a runner on to start and then just try to move him around the base pass. Going to be a big task on Trevor Henneman. Or excuse me, on Richardson. Wow. As Richardson takes another ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's at least gotten on base twice tonight with the hit by pitch and the walk.
As now, Richardson stands back in. He looks. 2-2. The line and pitch from Meredith. Taken outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So the next pitch will be decisive as Richardson trying to get on base. He waits. The line and the pitch from Meredith. Way inside. Ball 4. Richardson ends up on first base. That's going to bring up Trevor Henneman. And you can bet Henneman will be probably bunting here. As I don't think there's any mystery. The first and third baseman both playing on the infield grass. Hold on. They're going to replace a pinch runner here as Zach Turner heads out to first. So Zach Turner takes over on first base. Turner has no stolen bases, was caught stealing. So we'll have to see if this pays off. Obviously, Mejia is the guy you'd like to put out there. 11 stolen bases on the year. So Henneman squaring to bunt. He lays it down. It gets down. As popping up, throwing over, but Turner stands on second base. So a perfect sack bunt for Henneman. And that's going to bring up Sexton.
And a heads-up play there by the shortstop going over to cover third as everyone came in and left third base open.
Certainly did. Would have been an interesting situation for Turner as he rounded second hard. So Sexton, if he can get a single here with Turner's speed, he may be able to come around to score. Basically just needs something in the outfield.
He's got 3 strikeouts and a line out already tonight.
So we'll see what Sexton's sitting on here for the first pitch from Meredith. He waits, the line, the pitch. Taken outside. Want to know, the catcher lunging forward there. A little surprising.
Mm-hmm.
That could definitely result in catcher interference.
I mean, you got Mejia on deck too. He's been one of the better hitters tonight.
So Sexton waiting, the line, the pitch, way outside again. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 count, just 1 out. As Andrew Sexton looking for a single. Sexton waits. Coming back set. The line, the pitch, inside, 3-0. 3 straight balls as Andrew Sexton, who has gone 0 for 4 on the night, trying to reach base for the first time here in the bottom of the 10th inning.
There's a righty warming up for the Red Wings as well.
Coming back set. The line, the pitch, high. Andrew Sexton earns a 4-pitch walk, and that's going to bring up the top of the order. Jeff Mejia, 1 for 3, base on balls, hit by a pitch. I almost wonder if you're the Pioneers, if you even take the bat off your shoulder.
Oof. Again, Mejia has been one of the better guys out there today. He's gotten on base 3 times tonight. 1 via the walk. He's got a stolen base as well that came in the 7th, and he scored 2 of the first 2 runs of the game for the Pioneers.
So the Pioneers, 2 outs to play with. Anything but a double play here should work in their favor. That's a straight right down the middle strike. Mejia had to be considering jumping on top of that one. Mejia also has speed. I almost wonder if you put down the bunt.
You can't sacrifice an out in this situation here.
Cut on. That's driven out towards left. That one should be playable. The catch is made, and that is not going to advance the runners. So Mejia goes 1 for 4. That's going to bring up Brody Moore, who has had plenty of heroic chances here at historic Dunn Field. He has executed quite a few of them as well. So Brody Moore comes up to the plate. Runners at first and second. A single here would win the game for the Pioneers as Brody Moore stands in.
He's got one RBI already tonight. He's been on base 3 times. Came around to score him a 9th.
As now Brody looks out. The wind and the pitch. Taken for a strike, 0-1. Brody didn't like that one. So Brody checking with the umpire. He was not happy about that. As Brody looks in. Meredith comes set. He winds and delivers way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 count. Pressure is on here as Brody Moore steps back in. Brody, you remember some of the plays he's made today. That beautiful jumping catch in the outfield.
And saving catch there.
For sure. The next pitch. High and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. As Meredith looks in. Peng stands on deck. Trey Harmon would come after him. That's a pretty impressive part of the lineup if they can get that far. 2 outs here. Brody Moore with a single could end this game. The wind and the pitch. Way outside. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nathan Peng stands on deck. If Moore should walk, it would load the bases. So again, we'll see what happens here. Brody Moore looks. Meredith coming set. Has his sign. Checks the runner, winds and delivers. Cut on and missed by Brody Moore. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As now, payoff pitch will be the next one thrown as the catcher giving signs, telling everybody to back up. The runners are going to be off here with a 3-2 count. Nothing to lose here. So Brody waits. The windup and the fake back to second. Oof. As you hear balk being chanted from many places around the...
We've had 3 of them tonight.
We have.
And Moore 5 for 10 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs.
The wind and the pitch. Cut on and miss. Brody Moore goes down on strikes. And we will head to the top of the 11th. 3-3 as the Pioneers try to keep moving. You're listening to Elmira Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com. All right, well, Connor Tack is back on the mound, throwing his warm-up pitches. Pioneers unable to cash in the bottom of the 10th. We've got a 3-3 baseball game as we are now playing the 11th inning. It did go 14 previously when the Pioneers met with the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. That's the longest game of this season, but the Pioneers would obviously love to finish it before 14 innings, having to play again tomorrow in Newark.
A lot of people would love that with that road trip coming up.
As now again, we'll see what the Pioneers can do here. Takis looks in. First man he faces, the wind and the pitch. Inside, 1-0.
Fisher's got on base a couple times today. He has a single in the first, struck at him at third, walked in the fifth, and it flew out in the seventh.
Does have 2 strikeouts, though, as well. Takis winds, delivers. That one missed, apparently. That looked very similar to the pitch he called a strike on Brody Moore. As now again, Pang, Harmon, due up in the bottom half of the inning, along with Bryce Moskowitz. The wind and the pitch. Taken for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. As again, 3-3 baseball game here in the top of the 11th, excuse me, as Geneva trying to break the tie. Takis winds, delivers. Outside, 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-1 count, George, as the Pioneers continue to look for answers here.
They do.
Got to conserve the bullpen as much as you can. You got another game tomorrow. In there for a strike on the inside corner, 3-2. So Takis coming back set.
It's his inning. No one up in that bullpen.
Takis looking for the payoff pitch here. He comes set. Winds and delivers. Fouled off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 the count. As again, we just passed the 10:30 hour.
Yeah, we started at 7:10. So we're
did.
not at 3 hours yet.
Not quite yet. So they've really...
We're doing good on time.
We're over 3 hours. 7:10 to 10:30, yes.
The
next pitch, cut on, ground ball towards third, scooped up by Nathan Pang, thrown over to first, in time. So a bang-bang play.
It's a late night. Excuse me.
It certainly is.
Night.
Certainly is. As Brandon Cooper, 1 for 3, comes up, had a base on balls, a couple of RBIs. Certainly not our favorite batter for the Geneva Red Wings at the moment. As the Pioneers continue to try to put up runs, they need to get a 0 on this half inning in order to come up in the bottom of the 11th with a chance to win the ball game.
You mentioned Cooper, not our favorite guy. He hit that 2-run hit in the fifth that helped put us in this position as he fouls one off.
So 0-1 count. Connor Takis certainly working quickly and finding his way to get this one to extra innings. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and miss. Big cut there, looking to hit the shamung as Cooper steps back in. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Takis winds, delivering. Strike 3 as Cooper goes down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So Cooper will head back to the dugout. Nick Lebraska will come up. Lebraska 0 for 4 with a base on balls here tonight.
We'll take the 0 for 5.
Would definitely take 0 for 5 as now we look down. Lebraska sauntering up to the plate.
He had a long line drive that went to left field that just went foul.
Happy about that are the Pioneers.
It was a shot out to left field.
As now again.
Does the sheet say how tall he is, John?
I do not have that information, to be honest with you. As the next cracked on that one, heading back towards the fence. That will die out there as it will go around, heading for second base. That's, I believe, as far as Lebraska is going to get. So a 2-out double by Nick Lebraska, his first hit tonight, and it's a big one. As that'll bring up Alex Gao. Alex Gao, 2 for 5, has been caught stealing.
Oh, we see why Lebraska's that number 4 hitter. That one, I thought that one was calm away and went off the bat.
Well, you lose it right there in those white, in the white messages out there.
Yeah. Well, the Corning Gapper District sign needs to be out there. It's a great place.
It is a great place. As is Hardin Jink, some of our great sponsors. NECA, IBEW, Jubilee. I'm at Corning Airport, of course. The wind and pitch from Connor Takis. In there for a ball, 1-0. So again, the Pioneers trying to get one more out and bring it to the bottom of the 11th. Been a long night so far. As Takis stares back in. Comes set, winds and delivers. Cut on, popped up. This one may be playable. Harmon has a read. Makes the catch. As that will do it. Going down 2 for 6 now, Alex Gow. The Pioneers head for the plate and hopefully for a win. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com. All right. I'm John Clement alongside my good friend George. George, tell us about the new pitcher into the game.
Well, it's Jordan Brown, number 34, a 0-1 record, a 6.59 ERA through 13 2/3 innings, 14 hits, 14 runs, 10 of them earned with 14 walks and 13 strikeouts. Has allowed a home run and 3 doubles this year, facing 72 batters who are hitting .246 against him, John.
Well, Jordan from Hilbert. As now he's going to face Nathan Pang, Trey Harmon, Bryce Moskowitz, 3 guys who have hit the ball very, very well today.
We talked about Pang, the guy who's kind of looking for some redemption. He had that caught stolen base earlier. That was right before the big RBI hit from Harmon.
As now Pang steps back in. Pang does have some pop off the bat. Have to see if he can get it going.
The leadoff hitter, he's hitting .250.
As we'll see what Brown has to offer here. The wind and the pitch. Taken for a strike. Been quite a liberal strike zone. It's been that way all night. 0-1 count. Pang wants a hit in the worst way right here. Coming back set. The wind and the pitch. Cut on, popped up. This should be playable. The third baseman over the bag. Does make the catch. Had a little trouble navigating that third base bag. That's going to bring up Trey Harmon. Harmon 2 for 4. Love to see Harmon put a jolt into something here. As now again.
You mentioned Harmon. We RBI double in the 5th, also a single in the 1st.
As Trey steps up to the plate. We certainly know what he can do with one swing of the bat.
We do.
Wouldn't mind seeing Geneva versus Elmira in a home run derby to finish this one off. The wind and the pitch. Taken high, 1-0. Jordan Brown not looking to give Harmon anything to do anything with. As he throws high to the 2019 PGCBL Home Run Derby champion. As now again, Brown looks in, the wind and the pitch. Cut on and missed by Harmon. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out there already as Pang was caught. That'll be a Tioga Down showdown. As now Harmon looks out. Brown comes set. He winds, delivers. Cut on Harmon right towards the shortstop. eaten up, thrown over to first in plenty of time. Harmon goes 2 for 5. That's going to bring up Bryce Moskowitz. Moskowitz, who's 3 for 5. Moskowitz really had a heck of a night so far here, George.
He has, especially 8th and 9th inning. He had 2 big hits.
Could use one here.
Yeah. Has not come around to score, but 3 times has been on base.
Oh, we'd certainly welcome that here.
And he had that big RBI in the 9th that has kept us here.
Certainly has. Bottom of the 11th, 2 outs. The wind, the pitch, cut on, ground ball, foul. So that'll be a foul ball as Brown acknowledges his third baseman. Brown certainly got a lot of juice on these pitches here.
Yeah.
As coming back set.
No one up in the bullpens.
As now again, Brown looks. The wind, the pitch, taken high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 with 2 outs as the Elmira Pioneers trying to find a base runner here. Moskowitz looks in. Brown coming set on the mound. I don't believe we've seen Brown at all this year. The wind, the pitch, taken outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Moskowitz to be followed by Brennan DeRigi. As now again, Moskowitz looks out, trying to reach base. The wind and the pitch, cut on and pop back up right over the broadcast booth. And we remind you to make the right decision.
Insist on Gerber collision.
And auto glass. Yeah. As now, Moskowitz, 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 out count, a Tioga down showdown. So he looks out. Brown comes set. He winds and delivers. Cut on, popped up. Shortstop running in. He calls everybody off and makes the grab. We head for the top of the 12th. The Pioneers still in a tie with the Geneva Red Wings, 3-3. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com. All right, Connor Takis back out there again, George, as the Pioneers going to be looking to push things through to the bottom of the 12th. Hopefully with no runs allowed.
No, this is Takis inning.
Certainly is. He's been good so far since coming in. And now we'll have to see what he can do. Having some trouble?
You were cutting out on me in there.
All right, well, hopefully
interesting.
That will stop. 3-3 ball game here in the top of the 12th inning. I'd have to imagine the concession stand's got to be getting pretty bare.
Yeah. Oh, you love those hot dogs, wine slushies, nachos were good tonight.
Certainly. Very, very good. First time we've had that all season here.
Yeah.
As now Thursel White tries to get it going. Connor Takis, the University of Albany player, bounces one up to home plate. Yeah. Don't see that very often.
Don't.
As now Takis standing on the mound. No, the Pioneers fans hoping for a very quick top half of the inning. As Takis looks in, the wind and the pitch. Inside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. As again, Pioneers trying to get something going here. It has been a rough night, to say the least. The wind and the pitch. Cut on, popped up. This one could be playable. Harmon racing for it, and He will be just a bit shallow.
Almost ran into Crispy Bacon out there.
He did almost run into Crispy, as the Pioneers trying their might to get themselves through the top half of the second inning. Or excuse me, the second inning.
Second inning. We are in the 12th inning here at historic Dunfield.
As the Pioneers continue to work, I looked at the scoreboard, saw second inning, and wow, that was a mind slap there for you, George.
Yeah.
It's the wind and the pitch. Cut on there.
Yeah.
So 2 ball, 2 strike count. Nobody out. Thursel White, who has not had a great night tonight so far.
He has not. We talked about how good he's been, but he did score that run in the 8th.
Yeah, we not fans of that one. As again, there's fans are letting me know the camera needs to go down just a bit. So we do apologize. The webcam we're using here tonight due to some issues with the regular camera. We are trying our best here, folks. As the next pitch, cut on and missed. Thursel White goes down on strikes. So that is his 3rd of the night. As he goes 1 for 6. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you. As now again, Daniel Sperling, 1 for 3. Couple of bases on balls. Reached on an error. Struck out. Caught stealing. As Sperling.
That was a big caught stealing there.
It certainly was.
In the 9th inning. Or the 10th inning.
Mm-hmm. As now the next pitch. Cut on and missed by Sperling, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. As Sperling stepping back in. Top of the 12th inning, 3-3. Pioneers trying to keep the score right where it is. Next pitch from Connor Takis. In there for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As they're facing the bottom of the order, Daniel Sperling to be followed by Dylan Schwarmer. Coming back set. Takis winds and delivers. Strike 3, and down goes Sperling. For the second time tonight on strikes, that's going to bring up Dylan Schwarmer. Schwarmer 1 for 3, 2 bases on balls, does have an RBI. So Schwarmer with 2 outs. You know Takis would love to put this one down and get out of this top of the 12th. Coming set. Takis winds and delivers. Cut on right towards second. The play is made, and the Pioneers head for the bottom of the 12th. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com. All right, Jordan Brown back on the mound for the Geneva Red Wings. Connor Takis was the pitcher for the Elmira Pioneers. Brown will get 2 warm-up pitches here. As then he will have to face the Pioneers as Brennan DeRigi, Kyle Richardson, Trevor Henneman, the names do up in the lineup. We'll have to see if those are the names that show up on the batting order. So DeRigi will head for the plate. As we look down, it is him. Actually, it looks like the second batter will have a substitution as Garrett Schultz stretching out over there. So Brennan DeRigi will lead things off. And DeRigi, this is going to be interesting because DeRigi has not had any success tonight. You would assume that he would be trying to swing the bat. However, with DeRigi's speed and the speed of the pitcher on the mound, it may be a choice to try to bunt here. As DeRigi looks out, the wind, the pitch, cut on and missed by DeRigi, 0-1.
That's 0 for 5 tonight. Nope.
Had to throw it out there.
Always worth a try.
As once again, the windup and the pitch, taken for a strike on the inside corner. So DeRigi goes 0-2 now. As now again,
a lefty warming up in the visiting bullpen just in case.
The wind and the pitch, cut on by DeRigi, launched out there towards left field. And that will be, no, it's dropped. So going around, no, they're going to say he's out as DeRigi slides in to third base. He dropped the ball, so they're going to have to talk.
It was a beautiful diving catch out of a warning track in left field, but he held the glove up like he caught it. Out.
They're going to say he caught the ball. DeRigi can't believe it. DeRigi hustled himself all the way around to third base.
That Birch making his way out.
Birch is definitely going to go argue.
I mean, I thought he caught it, but we're so far away from a play, but it was a beautiful catch.
Birch has himself heard, so DeRigi will head back for the dugout. A little bit slowly there does DeRigi. But that'll bring up Garrett Schultz for the first time here tonight. We'll see what Garrett Schultz can do here. Thought DeRigi had a beauty of a shot out there. Would have moved himself to third base.
I mean, outfield was playing in for the most part and went over the head, but unfortunately in the glove.
Schultz takes strike one. His first at bat of the night. See what Garrett can do here. Garrett, the freshman to be at Xavier. As now he steps back in. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and missed. Schultz now 0-2.
I was looking for a pinch hitting number for Schultz, if we have that.
As I don't believe we do.
Nope.
So Garrett, why not? Schultz this year 232 as a batter. The wind and pitch. Taken for a ball, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Beautiful rocket there by DeRigi, though. The credit.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely get some credit. As unfortunately just unable to get that ball down. We'll see what Schultz can do here. 1-2. As coming back set. The wind and the pitch from Jordan Brown. Cut on. Popped up into the air. That's going to get down in foul territory. So Schultz will go back to work. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schultz set to be followed in the order by Henneman. We'll see. He is standing on the on-deck circle. So
again, there's not too many other options to come in.
No, the bench of the Pioneers pretty.
Mason Ruhlman available?
No, Mason Ruhlman has actually left a little bit ago.
There you go. That's him just running through the list.
As Schultz.
No Quinn Buffington?
Not at the moment. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and fouled again by Garrett Schultz. Staying alive.
Those are the only other guys that were in the stat sheet.
As once again,
Nathan
Pioneers.
Berg. Nope, no Nathan Berg.
Pioneers just running out of eligible players here. So we'll have to see as Schultz steps back in. The wind and the pitch from Brown. Taken for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here as we just about breached the 11 o'clock hour. So again, Jordan Brown standing on the mound. Schultz asks for time. He's granted. As now, Schultz, who has not played at all today, making his first appearance in the batter's box. 2-2. 1 out. Looking to get a rally started here for the Pioneers. Drive in 1 run, and they will win this game. The wind and the pitch. Cut on. Popped up. Should be playable for the man at second. Schultz frustrated, but he will return to the dugout. 0 for 1. That's going to bring up Trevor Henneman. Henneman, 0 for 4 on the day. Did steal a base. Or no, sack bunt, excuse me.
Yep.
Was reading.
He's got a couple sack. He's got 2 sack bunts tonight.
Does have 2 sack bunts.
Both late in the game, one in the 8th and one in the 9th. Or one in the 10th.
Love to see him find a hit here. As now, Henneman looking out. As I said, quickly approaching the 11 o'clock hour. Jordan Brown looks in. The wind, the pitch. Cut on and fouled away. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike here in the bottom of the 12th. Have to see if Takis would be the man to come in the top of the 13th should that occur.
He looked pretty strong out there. There's no one warming up. So I believe it would be Takis inning if we can't get a runner here.
The wind and the pitch from Brown. Cut on and fouled away again. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. As again, the Pioneers trying to find a way to bring a run in. Henneman waits. The wind and the pitch. Cut on. That's going to get down. Henneman has his first hit of the night. So Trevor Henneman will reach first. And that's going to bring up Andrew Sexton. Sexton, who's 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts, a base on balls. Have to see what he can do here. You hope.
He's due.
You hope he can put something in play. As now, this is the number 9 batter in the lineup. Sexton to face Jordan Brown. So righty on lefty. Brown comes set. He looks in, the wind, the pitch, cut on by Sexton and fouled away. No balls, 1 strike as Sexton is swinging for the parking lot.
A lot of people are looking good at the parking lot.
As once again, Sexton looks out. Mejia would be on deck should Sexton reach.
He's had a good night, Mejia.
The wind, the pitch, taken for a strike. Sexton stares at that one. Now he's got to be defensive. 0-2. 2 outs. 3-3 ball game. Bottom of the 12th. Andrew Sexton waits. Jordan Brown has his sign. He comes set. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and fouled away by Sexton.
The fans still out there.
They are chanting.
Cheering him on. They've stayed out for this late game.
As somebody on YouTube just joked, it's going to turn into Wednesday night baseball.
We hope not.
We hope not that late. Thank our great fans on YouTube.
And Mixler.
Coming back set. The wind and the pitch. Cut on. And this will be popped up. Could be playable. The catch is made. And we will head for the top of the 13th. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixler.com. All right, well, we hit the top of the 13th, George. Connor Tack is back out there to do his job.
Yeah, he is. I mean, they got no one up in either bullpen right now. It's all on him.
Well, he's pitched proficiently so far. As now many would call it unlucky 13, the Pioneers have to hope to get a quick 1-2-3 and then get back into the bottom half and hopefully work a runner around. Chisholm comes up. Chisholm 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, a base on balls, a fielder's choice, and reached on an error. So again, the windup and the pitch in there for a strike. So Takis has continued to find the zone as somebody getting the coffee ready on YouTube Live.
Yeah.
The booth is located at the top of historic Dunfield as the wind and the pitch fouled off 0-2.
If you think you've reached the top, keep on going.
Keep going.
And then once you think you've reached that, you keep going.
As once again, Connor Takis.
It's not National Stadium. That's very high up. It's pretty close.
As now again, Takis comes set. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and fouled away again. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 13th inning, George.
Yep, a couple tomahawk swings we've seen here to stay alive.
As again,
I got to watch where I lean. I got that
Wildlife.
nacho. I got nacho cheese on my my hanging notes.
The wind and pitch. Cut on and missed, and Chisholm goes down for the 3rd time tonight on strikes.
Ooh.
That's going to bring up Harrison Treble. Treble 0 for 6. Treble gone 0 for 6 as here comes Treble.
You took the words out of my... Although I said that last time they were here.
I know. That's
stole
why I
that
used
from
it.
me.
I did. I stole it from Andy Bernard, but
Well,
we'll go there.
Yeah.
Don't forget, coming to the Clemens Center October 8th.
Is he?
The wind and pitch. Outside 1-0.
Did not know that.
Whole cast of The Office.
Wow.
Should
Did not
be
know
fun.
that.
A musical parody.
Of a musical parody.
It will be, yes.
Oh,
That'll be
I
a
thought
lot
you were
of
talking about the
fun.
real thing.
Oh, no. The wind and pitch bounced up. 2 balls, no strikes.
You ruined my night even more.
Oh, the musical parody could be good.
No.
It was on Broadway.
A lot of things have been on Broadway.
Sure enough. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out.
There are empty bottles on Broadway.
That's a reach. Sure.
There are.
The line and pitch from Takis. High. 3 balls, no strikes. So Takis has apparently lost the strike zone for the moment. Still nobody working down in the bullpen.
For either team.
Connor back on the pitcher's mound. He looks in. Has his sign. Takis comes set. He winds and delivers. Ball 4. And quite the bat flip there on a walk.
That was something.
So still no hits in 7 trips to the plate, but that'll bring up Noah Fisher. Fisher, who is 1 for 5. 2 strikeouts. Base on ball. As now again, the Elmira Pioneers have to play solid defensively as Connor Tack is working into his 4th inning of work. I am surprised not to see anybody up in the bullpen.
Like you said, trying to save some arms for tomorrow's game as they take that one for a strike.
0-1. No balls, 1 strike as now Connor trying to find that bouncing double play ball. The wind, throw over to first, not in time.
We don't have time for throwovers. I don't have time for throwovers in a regular game, let alone extra innings.
When the umpire makes a bad call. I'm assuming that's in reference to the caught ball by Brennan Derigi.
I believe it was caught, but...
So I'm not sure what's going on in the booth next to us. The wind and pitch from Takis is in there for a strike 0-2.
The strike zone expanding.
No balls, 2 strikes, as just checking in.
It's a long night out here, folks.
This has certainly been a long night. As now Connor Takis comes set. The wind, the pitch, runners off, throw is outside, laid down in there, and unbelievable. They call him safe. Moskowitz is moving himself out onto the infield grass. Takis saying something back. As now surprised we don't see the manager coming out to have a word. I thought that was an out.
I thought it was an out.
1 ball, 2 strike, 1 out.
Our opinions don't count up here, John.
They do not. That is accurate. Mini Doc predicting stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
The wind, the pitch. In there for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Takis getting a little bit squeezed there. 2-2. He was out at second. Thanks, Mini Doc.
Yeah, we know.
We agree. As once again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Takis steps off the mound. So again, Takis comes set. Checks on the runner, winds and delivers. Moves away. Moskowitz pops back up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As the Elmira Pioneers trying to keep the score right where it is. 3-3 in the top of the 13th inning. Comes set. He waits. The wind and the pitch. High and inside for ball 4. That's going to put runners at first and second as Noah Fisher walks for the second time tonight. That'll bring up Brandon Cooper. So Moskowitz going to come out and have a conversation with his hurler.
Cooper struck out 3 times tonight, but has that 2-run hit earlier in the 5th.
It was a big 2 runs. As now the Pioneers trying to find a way to close the door here in the top of the 13th. Extra inning games, they've played just 1. It did not go in their favor up in Mohawk Valley. They lost in a bottom of the 14th inning.
Well, let's hope we don't get there.
Once again, it was a home run by the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs to close out the victory.
Ooh.
Mohawk Valley, a interesting ballpark. If you haven't had the chance to visit, a very short center field, 360.
I wouldn't mind a walk-off home run tonight.
As now, Connor Takis comes set. He winds and delivers. Taken for a strike, 0-1. So Connor right back to dealing. Here in the top of the 13th, the Pioneers looking for 2 more outs. Takis comes set. He winds and delivers. Taken for strike 2. And Cooper looks like he knew that one. So, Takis looks in. He comes set. No balls. 2 strikes. 1 out. The pitch. Cut on and foul. So, Takis breathes a sigh of relief, and now we'll get a new baseball.
I got 2 up here, but not new, but they're
a little damaged.
Oh, this one's got stuff all over it.
For sure.
Pine tar or something. I don't know what they were using out there, but.
No balls. 2 strikes. 1 out. The wind and the pitch. Takis fouled off again. And that one, we want to remind you to make the right decision.
And insist on Gerber collision.
No balls. 2 strikes. 1 out. Pioneers stat line 3 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. Geneva stat line 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors.
A couple mental errors, but didn't go up there. But
Takis comes back set. He looks in. The wind, the pitch. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2, 1 out. As the Elmira Pioneers looking for 2 more outs. Connor Takis comes back set. Checks on the runners. Now he winds and delivers. Cut on and fouled away again. Cooper really making him work for it. Takis has had to throw a lot of pitches, and still nobody works in the bullpen.
You like my cutter grip?
Very nice. Yeah. You going to go out and throw next for us there, George?
I mean, he's been out there for a while. I can do the fastball. I can do changeup.
The wind and pitch. Fouled off again. Cooper keeping himself alive.
You want the circle change. You can do the knuckleball.
All those Philly pitches, eh?
Yeah.
As now again, Connor Tackett stepping back on the mound, looking for one more strike here and to move on to the next batter or a ground ball double play. Tackett looks in. The wind, the pitch, cut on. That one hit out there towards left. Just foul. So that will get fouled by about 2 inches, and that's just enough for the Elmira Pioneers. Coming back set. The Elmira Pioneers looking for 2 more outs here in the top of the 13th. As again, Tackett standing on the mound. As he looks in. Tackett comes set. Checking on the runners one more time. He steps off and goes back. As you hear the chanting from each dugout now. Hoping. The wind, the pitch. Cut on and missed as Tackett finally gets him swinging. So Mini Doc says 20 pitch at bat. And it pays off at the end. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Brandon Cooper. This is going to be Nick Nebraska coming to the plate.
He's had a couple big
scary
swings.
shots for the Elmira Pioneers.
He had one that went just foul of the home run pole out in left field, and he had another one that went off a wall out in left center.
So you're going to need to be very careful with the lanky first baseman. Connor Tackett not short in the size department himself. The wind and the pitch. That one is hit hard, high, back, and foul.
Same place that foul ball went with that home run. The entire Red Wings dugout came running out. And now they walk back in.
No balls, 1 strike.
The same place over that house sign. It was first pitch, just like that other one. Exact same spot.
The interesting thing to watch when he takes that swing is you see Trey Harmon swing. There's clearly effort behind it to put it over the fence. You see anybody else swing. There's clearly effort to put it over the fence. Nick Nebraska makes it look effortless. There's he just swings and it goes forever. As now we'll see what Tackett chooses to do here. He just saw that one.
At a Youngstown State, I believe.
He is.
Yes. 6'5", 245.
As now, Tackett looks in, winds and delivers, cut on and fouled away.
Ooh.
That one definitely sounded solid.
Out of DuBois, Pennsylvania, not too far.
Not too far at all.
Yep, 2 home runs, 277 batting average, and 32 games for Youngstown State.
As now, Tackett 1 strike away from moving the Pioneers to the bottom of the 13th. Tackett looking in. Mini Doc is scared. It's all good.
I'm more tired but scared.
The pitch is off the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Primarily the designated hitter for Youngstown State, Nick Nebraska. He had a 2-run home run against Northern Kentucky back on May 11th.
Nebraska waiting. Tackett looking in. The line, the pitch. Cut on. This is hard hit. This is going back into left field. Mejia running over and making the catch out in left field is going to be Trevor Henneman, who, what a play out there. Wow. All right. So we head to the bottom of the 13th. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com. All right, well, here we go. Bottom of the 13th.
Here we go.
Top of the order, Jeff Mejia to lead things off. I'm curious to see how they play him here. I've brought up a time or two about his speed. Hasn't meant much to this point, but we'll have to see. As now the first base, look at where the first baseman's playing. How do you?
He's playing way back there.
How do you not lay the bunt down? I mean, in my mind, you want to get a runner on base. The first baseman's going to give you that much space. That may be the play, but Mejia known for his bat as well. So let's see. Wind in the pitch, taken low, 1-0.
I'm running out of room in the scorebook.
Well, we're in the bottom of the 14th inning. 1 run will end it. The wind and the pitch. Taken inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
A lefty up for Geneva. No one for the Pios, so still riding Takas if they can't get one in this inning.
Pioneers hoping to get one in this inning as Jordan Brown working again. The wind and the pitch. Taken down the gut. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Jeff Mejia.
A big gap up the middle if he can drive one.
The wind and pitch from Brown. Cut on and fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count. As Mejia looking to get on base. You hear the remnants of the crowd making
Some
their
people
voices
did
known.
still stick out.
As Jordan Brown comes back set. The wind, the pitch. Taken high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 for Jeff Mejia.
Does have a stolen base tonight if he can get on.
Mejia leads the team in stolen bases with 12 now. As he looks out. Mejia waiting. The wind, the pitch. Cut on. Ground ball towards third. That's going to just get foul. Thought that hopped the base, but the umpire says no.
Nope, it was pretty close, but right before it hit the bag, or right before it reached the bag, it went over the line.
3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out.
You got Moramy on deck circle. He's had a pretty big game, John.
Certainly has. Would love to get somebody on ahead of him. As Jeff Mejia, 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Mejia waiting. The next pitch from Jordan Brown. Cut on, right back up the middle, bounces right through the middle and gets down. Jeff Mejia is on base. As now Mejia moves to 2 for 5 on the day.
Oof.
That's going to bring up Brody Moore, who, you just said it, 3 for 5.
He scored that 1 run in the 9th. That is kept us in this game and also had an RBI in the 3rd.
Now the question is, does Brody try to turn things around? You see the third baseman anticipating bunt. I'm not sure Brody Moore would look at a bunt. We haven't seen Brody bunt this year. As now again.
Third baseman's playing way in. If he can drop one over his head into left field, that'd be fantastic.
The wind and pitch. Brody does square, pulls back. He takes ball 1. 1-0. So Brody did square. Be interesting to see if he goes to do so again. As I said, we've seen Preston Moore bunt. I don't recall ever seeing Brody Moore bunting. He does lay down the bunt. The pitcher heads over, throws to first, and that'll be in time. So Brody does his job, moving the runner along. That's going to bring up Nathan Peng. Peng, 2 for 4, base on balls. Was caught stealing.
The big caught stealing, too.
It was.
He can redeem himself. A base hit might win this one.
A base hit with Mejia's speed would win this game. The only question is, can Nathan Peng get that hit?
There's a lot of room out there in left center. And center field playing way into the line. But now they're going to walk him.
They're going to intentionally walk Peng. He is not happy about it. So Peng will take an intentional base up. We have not seen that this season.
I mean, he'll set up a double play. He threw his elbow guard all the way back into the dugout.
So Peng walked. Harmon comes up 2 for 5. He has struck out, has a double. They think the better matchup here is with Trey Harmon. I'm a little surprised with that.
He's got a single and a double tonight. That double, a RBI double. All he needs is a base hit here.
As now Harmon takes a look. The wind, the pitch. Cut on, grounded through, Mejia on his horse. He is going to go all the way. Harmon with a single wins the game. Jeff Mejia comes around. The catcher missed the ball, and the Pioneers are in playoff contention. Pioneers are celebrating down here, George. What a game.
Again, they opted not to go for Pang. They go for the other matchup with Harmon, and it pays off big time for the Pioneers. A beautiful slap hit. And I can't say, John,
it took 13 innings. It took 13 innings. But the Elmira Pioneers have put themselves in playoff contention. It's unbelievable. Pios win. The Pios win. And the Elmira Pioneers are now in playoff contention. A 4-3 victory over the Geneva Red Wings. The second straight, the Pioneers win streak is now at 4 games. I'm John Clement alongside my good friend George Stockberger. We want to thank you all for listening in and staying with us to the wee hours of the evening, 11:25 p.m. The game is over. The Pioneers have won. Thank you so much, and good night, Elmira.